spiritual phenomena, electricity, and quite a bit of weight loss are just some of the few things that I have experienced during my recent 28-day awakening to spirit detox. And in this video, I'm sharing the whole process with you. I'm sharing what I ate, I'm sharing what happened in my body, what happened in my heart, what happened in my soul, what happened in my spirit throughout this process. I documented parts of it, and so in this video I'm going to share all that with you. Stay tuned. Hello, my name is Dihessa Bodjona. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am so glad that you have found us. I am the founder of this love story, a community of more than 6,000 members now. And on this channel, I share everything about energy, at least my own experience, for manifestation of joy, love, abundance in life and in business. So make sure that you are subscribed for all that. So before I officially start this video, I wanted to preface it with something that I feel is very important. So throughout this video, you'll hear me sharing about some of my senses opening up during this detox. You'll hear me talk about tapping into different dimensions. You'll hear me talk about seeing auras. I really wanted to share that these are not things to really brag about. These are not things that are extraordinary, actually. These are parts of who we are as human beings. These senses, we come with them, and it's really only a matter of awakening to them and sensing them and tapping into them. And for you watching this video, perhaps you already have all of these senses opened up for you. Perhaps you are just on a journey. In any case, we are all on a journey of deeper awakening and deeper awareness of who we are. Somehow that was important for me to share before I even started the video, and so here we go. So this awakening to spirit detox, it's not the first time that I'm doing this. As a matter of fact, the first time that I did this detox, it was about 3 years ago, and it was such a healing process. For me, it was so healing for me on a physical level. It was so healing on an emotional level, and deeply for sure healing and awakening on a spiritual level, which of course is the reason why I make an effort to do it over and over and over again. So what is awakening to spirit detox? It's actually a process of, first layer, on the physical layer, cleaning up your diet, consuming only alkalizing food, so that you can actually create an opening for emotional healing and spiritual healing. So the detox is not really just about the physical layer. The physical level is only so that you can have that opening for more awakenings emotionally and spiritually. This detox was designed by Yolessa, Lawrinnce, and she literally has an energetic process for what she calls emotional mapping, which in my experience has been a way for finding incredible freedom in my mind. So what happens during the 28-day awakening to spirit? It used to be called spiritual detox, by the way. So if you hear me say spiritual detox, that's what I'm mentioning. That's what I'm referring to. What happens during this process? During this process, like I mentioned before, it's really about really eating foods that are going to make your body thrive, eating foods that are going to make your body alive, alkalizing foods, lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, no meat, no fish, no processed food at all, just really lively, alive food that makes your body really thrive. But it's not limited to just that. You also take these supplements that help you release and really free yourself of the mucus plaque, as it's called, that really still carries the information of past conflicts that you may have had in your life. So in my experience, what I experienced the very first time I did it was, so for me the first time was the most like impactful one, or the most, like, because it was like all the, like, I had never experienced it before, and it was very, 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 very noticeable for me the first time that I did it. Was that even though I had learned to maybe manage some of the things that had created maybe conflict in my life, some of the things that I was in the past struggling with, or that were running my life without me knowing it, even though I learned through the process of like personal development, energy work and stuff like that, and also trainings from my teacher, with my teacher and stuff like that, I had grown a lot. I had grown tremendously. What I realized through that first time of my detox was that my body still, like, literally still carried information of past, not necessarily traumatic, but past conflicts that I still had. One major thing that happened for me during that first detox for me was when I was doing emotional mapping with Yolessa. Basically what it means is that all of us run on particular programs in our lives. Unknowingly we do that. Unknowingly it just runs our lives. And one of my major programs that I was running on was self-devaluation, which is why in the past for a long time, whenever anybody said anything that wasn't in agreement with what I thought or believed, it triggered me big time, right? Which is also why I didn't believe in myself, which is also why I didn't trust myself a lot, which is also why I gave up on my dreams very easily in the past. And so my body was still carrying the information of past, like, particular events, right, that actually got me into the program of self-devaluation. And once we zeroed in on that one, it was like poof, right? It was literally like weight lifted off my shoulders, right? So anyway, so that's a little bit of a summary of what the Awakening to Spirit Detox is. This time that I did, my awakenings went way deeper and different levels and different layers, and I documented the parts of what was happening with me, and so I'm just going to share some of it with you here. On the first couple of days, it was a little bit challenging. This isn't the first time I'm doing this, and each time I've done it, the first couple of days are a little bit challenging because my body is really getting rid of, I guess, the sugar and all the processed food and stuff like that. And so, like, the first couple of days I felt cold energy, a lot of cold. Sometimes I felt shivery, sometimes I'll feel even like itchy sensation on my skin, and a lot of things like that. What was most important for me was to really notice what was happening, but not to get too overwhelmed by it. My energy trainings helped me tremendously in really being and sitting in the discomfort and really having, you know, like, it just happened, and me being the observer of what was happening or what's happening in my body. And I feel like, again, like my teacher has always said, this is something that, like, it's becoming more and more clear in my mind, is that I'm not my body, but my body belongs to me. I can observe my body and really see what's happening in there. Anyways, nevertheless, it was a little bit challenging the first couple of days. What were the things that happened the first couple of days? I felt shivery. I felt I actually journaled this. Let me get it. All right. So I have where I journaled everything here. On day one, let me see what it says. On day one of the detox, I felt a little bit more tired than usual. Today I said, however, I feel a lot of energy activating in my body. I feel the life force in my body intensely. I feel it under my feet, in my lower abdomen, and throughout. I felt random itchiness on my skin, all over my body. What I am noticing, so this is literally I'm literally reading my journaling to you, okay? What I'm noticing is naturally I'm feeling more drawn to look inward. Isn't that interesting? Naturally I'm feeling more, I remember this, like even on day one, naturally I felt like doing more meditation. I felt like going inward a little bit deeper. I'm naturally wanting to soak in more principles. I remember this also. Naturally more spirituality driven today. And I remember this because then I was wanting to watch videos, my teacher's videos, and anything that was related to spirituality. I wanted to soak in more. And the funny thing is, anything that was, there's a lot going on in the news now. There's a lot of duality. This person thinks, this group thinks they are the ones that have the right answer, or they're the right one, and blah blah blah. A lot is going on. Even though I may be inclined towards one side, I felt like I just don't want to get involved. It's like naturally I was literally disconnecting with everything that's going on in our media today. All right, so what did I say? Okay, I wrote down my emotions have been up and down today. This was day one. I was a little more irritable than I usually am. Must be the sugar detoxing, I said, but at the same time I feel my senses much more heightened. That was day one. And then on day two, let me see what I wrote. On day two, I felt a little cold today, a little short-tempered again, bursts of energy. And then I saw my grandma show up to me in my, this is one of the phenomena that's been happening. I saw my grandma show up to me, my mom's mom show up to me in my mind screen while I was in the shower. She was there, I wasn't making it up. And then, okay, day two was very short. I must have been very tired. It was very short journaling. I must have been tired and just wanted to go to sleep, because I journal at the end of the day, right before I go to sleep. All right, so on day three, this is day three, I woke up with this intense burst of energy. Oh, I remember this. This was yesterday. I really literally woke up with an intense burst of energy. Even though when I went to bed the night before, I felt very, very tired. And then I only slept, naturally my body just woke up. I only slept like maybe 6 hours or so, and naturally my body woke up and I was filled with, like I had this intense burst of energy, and I felt like I could go for a run or something like that. That's what it says here. Even though I was tired yesterday and only slept for about 6 hours, my body woke itself up around 6 a.m. I opened my eyes and then I saw Evan's computer. My husband's computer was in our room on the table over there, and I looked up, I gazed towards it, and I saw the computer's aura, like literally its energy body. My seeing auras is intensifying. Even today on a call with, I was on a like business call, and I could see the auras, but this time I was seeing colors, the colors of the participants on the call, and that was pretty neat actually. At the World Market store today, I heard this distinct ring in my ear, like tapping into a completely different frequency, radio frequency, and that was actually quite exciting. And for the first time I am no longer afraid. And even though like I can really feel, and I'm you know, like I can really connect, and I can I'm quite an empath, and I can use energy for healing and stuff like that. One of the things that has always been scary to me has been really tapping beyond, like when we talk about it's like people from the beyond and stuff like that. Pretty scary to me. It was, but for some reason, as my energy is settling more and more, it's starting to feel like it's such a natural part of life, and it's such a natural part of who we are. And all of a sudden, all these things are literally just happening, and I feel like it has a lot to do with the fact that when we allow, it happens, and when we resist, it just steps away. It just doesn't happen. It's not that it wasn't ever there. It's always been there, and I've felt a lot of these different things before and experienced all these different things before. But this time it's different. This time I feel much more grounded. This time I feel much more open to whatever is there that is kind of like a mystery to me. And so we'll see what happens. Today is day 4. Today I spend a lot of time filming, making video for the Body and Brain channel, which is in French. I felt so productive today. I've done, like, I feel like this renewed. I woke up, oh my god, I woke up literally singing. Ever since I've started, especially since yesterday and today, I had the same phenomenon. I woke up like really filled with this like intense energy. I could have dance, coming out of bed, and it's been very incredible. And today is only day 4, and I still have, what's 21 minus 4? So I still have 17 days to go. I don't know what will happen, right? But whatever it is, I'm really open to it. I'm really excited for what's to come. The other thing I can say is, since they actually, for this whole detox, the first time that I've ever done the detox was really challenging. But this time, even though the first couple of days were challenging, my mind was stronger. My mind was stronger, and now I just feel like it's so easy actually from here moving forward. I think, okay, let me not say that. Let me wait until the 21 days and first, but it feels so much easier. Why? Probably because now I have learned all the delicious food that I can cook even within the detox. And also I think the other thing is that I'm much more present today than I've ever been in my life before, much more grounded. And so we'll see what happens. Of course, I'll keep recording this, I'll keep documenting this, and let's see what happens. I'm open for anything. It's day 10 of my Awakening to Spirit detox. Go figure, I'm not much of a vlogger, but I'll do as much as I can to keep updating these mini vlogs that I'm doing. So last time I posted on this was on day 4th, I believe. That day, after I finished vlogging, I actually noticed that day I've been getting so good with being creative with the foods that are allowed, creating really delicious recipes with the all the fruits and vegetables that are allowed. On that day though, one thing that I noticed was I actually made these black eyed peas pancakes, right? Black eyed peas pancakes with coconut, just a little bit of coconut oil, and I loved it so much. Oh my god, it was so delicious that all I ate that day was just those pancakes. I probably had a fruit for breakfast, but then like for lunch I had those pancakes, and I also had them for dinner. And so I didn't have a lot of vegetables, or at least live foods in my day that day. And and when I woke up the next morning, I could definitely feel the difference. I felt much heavier the next day after I hadn't eaten much of the live food, much of the vegetables and fruits, much heavier than how I had felt the previous couple of days. So that was a really good insight for me, really. Anyway, so that was that. I'll share some of the really yummy recipes that I have created. I'm creating these days. Like, oh my god, my mother-in-law is doing it with me, my husband is doing it with me, and they are starting to really enjoy those recipes that I created. So anyway, so with that said, what has been going on with me, like what are the transformations that I have seen since day 4? Some of it has been weight loss, actually. I don't weigh myself, really. I don't remember when was the last. I actually do remember that was a few months back that I weighed myself, but what I notice is that my clothes are falling on me, my jeans are getting bigger and stuff like that. So definitely there's quite a bit of weight loss. You can even see it on my face. If you go back to the previous video or the previous, maybe even 4 days ago, you could possibly feel how different even my face looks, leaner my face looks. So definitely there's quite a bit of weight loss happening in there. Of course, it's due to the fact that I'm eating healthier foods, more fruits and more vegetables. The other thing that's happening a lot is there's been a lot of pooping in my life lately. lots of pooping. I go to the bathroom, I actually poop about at least 2 to 3 times every day. There's so much coming out of me, especially the first time I did this detox. Like, I was so shocked. Now I'm not shocked anymore because I know what to expect to a certain extent. But the first time I did this detox, I was like, where in the world was all that? How is it possible that all that was inside of me? Anyway, so that's that. And not only am I pooping a lot, there's a lot of mucus that's actually coming out with it. Very gross, I know, but you know, it's just what it is. It's just what it is. So most importantly, one of the main reasons why I did this, right? Of course, like, even when I want to take care of my body, the real reason, which I believe, for me at least, for me personally, the main reason why I am here on earth is for my own spiritual growth. Right? It's for my own spiritual expansion. And so the reason really that drives me, that has driven me to do this, is for that reason, so that I can open up more of my senses, so that I can become more sensible, at least, like, not become more sensible, but at least heighten my sensibilities. And oh my god, is that happening. I remember this was a couple of days ago. That was on day 9. I was on a call with one of my clients, one of my private clients, and right in the middle of the call, I screamed. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. She was like, what in the world is happening? And because she was actually, she's very much about spirituality, very much about energy and personal growth, I could really, clearly, I could share with her what was happening. And I shared with her how I used to say, like, in the past I have seen auras before, I have seen people's energy field, but I used to see it as just light around them, right? I used to not be able to so much see the colors around the human being, or the energy field, the colors in someone's energy field. And right there it was so clear, right? Before then I had seen it, like I shared in the past sharing, I had seen it, but it was so subtle. But this time it was so like boom, right there, and I could see all the beautiful colors, blues and purples and yellows, and I was like, oh my god. And I was so like delighted and stuff like that, because it was the first time that I had seen it that way. And it was pretty incredible, but at the same time I know it's just a phenomenon. I know it's just part of the function of who we are as a human being. But for me it was just a sign that oh my god, my senses are opening up. Oh my god, also that I have let go of quite some resistance. The other thing, like I can literally, like so much of my senses are opening up. In the other sharing I shared how the other day I was in the store and then my ears were like literally just ringing. It was very clear, it was from like a different dimension that I'm used to, and now it's happening more and more and more. My ears are ringing, my ears are buzzing, and like it kind of feels quite cool, right? Kind of feels quite cool when it's happening, because it really is just it seems like me opening up to more deeper layers of deeper than the 5 senses, right? And something pretty incredible also happened last night when I went to bed and my husband was there. He was in bed, and then when I closed my eyes, all of a sudden I could feel this like really intense vibration in bed. It felt like my husband was in bed, and you know how like when somebody is like feverish and like really like shaking because they are very, very cold. At that moment I thought, oh my god, what's happening to you? Why are you shaking like that? Why are you vibrating? Why are you so cold? I don't understand. And I turned around and I started talking to him, and I realized he wasn't shaking at all. There was nothing going on with him. And I said, are you shaking? Are you cold? He said, no, nothing is happening with me. And I realized right then and then that actually I was feeling just very, very subtle things that I never felt before. This is pretty huge for me, pretty amazing. What I was feeling was, I feel like it was probably just his breathing that was creating the vibration in the bed. Because I wasn't sensible enough before, I couldn't feel it. But now I could feel very, very, very subtle things that are happening around me. I feel that with my ears, I feel that with my eyes, I feel that with even my smell, right? My smell, also with my taste also. Anyway, so that's my update on my awakening to spirit detox for now. More and more I'm feeling like, oh my god, like this is what I want to, like I want to awaken this more and more and more. And even after the detox is over, for sure, I'm definitely going to be eating more fruits and more vegetables than I did before I started this, right? So you may have noticed throughout this detox that sometimes my energy was up and sometimes it was down. But the most amazing thing is that once it was over, right now as I'm filming this, we are 1 week post detox, and so right now my energy levels are so high and I feel so vibrant in my body. And some of the benefits that I have seen are my skin clearing up, my breathing. Oh my god, my breathing in my core has gotten so much deeper, which really means that I am way more present in my life and in my body before the detox. Before I conclude this video, I wanted to also share with you what the last week of the detox was. Particularly the last day of the detox was all about liver detox. If you've ever done a liver detox, you've probably experienced this. The liver detox is all about really removing all the stones that we may have created in our liver. Our liver plays such a vital role in our body, and so like literally whenever I do this detox, the liver detox, I can literally feel the stones coming out of my liver and moving, literally moving in my body, and of course they end up in the bathroom, in the toilet, and it's pretty astonishing to just see that and know that that's actually coming out of your body. If you are somebody like me, especially like I used to be, I used to suppress my anger a lot, and especially the first time that I did this detox, I felt very like a lot of compassion for my liver, and very thankful to my liver for all the work that it's doing, and it does every day for me. And I felt very connected to all the organs in my body, very appreciative to all the organs in my body, really to my body, to the point where even after the detox, I'm very more aware, very not careful, but like naturally, even my body just wants to eat food that will make it feel alive, right? So I really move towards like fresh foods, fresh vegetables. It's really been just another reset in my life. Whether we are aware of it or not, we are here for our own awakening, to really recover and discover the fullness of who we are, and through our body, whether it's through a detox like this one, whether it's through training, energy training, whether it's through emotional healing, whether it's through like any methods that you choose to go with, that you've been going with. No matter what, at the end of the day, this is a big awakening that I have had for me personally, is that it all really starts with the body, right? That is our container. And so in the body and brain trainings that I have experienced in the past few years, one of the biggest things that I have become very aware of is how important it is to accumulate energy accumulation in your gut area, what's called your second chakra area, is so vital for focus, for personal growth, spiritual development, for awakening all your senses and stuff like that. What I noticed by doing this detox is that after I finished, actually even midway of doing this detox, I noticed how much easier it became to actually store and accumulate energy. What took me maybe 15 minutes of effort to accumulate energy in my gut, in my second chakra before, now was taking me barely maybe 2 or 3 minutes. It's like our organs, right? It's like accumulation is all about the liver, it's all about the kidneys, it's all about how properly our organs are working. And so that's what I wanted to share with you here today. So if you are someone like me for whom spiritual growth or personal development or emotional release or self-healing and stuff like that is important too, I will highly recommend this detox for you. I'll have a link below this video for you to learn a little bit more about this detox, or get all the details about the detox if you are interested in knowing more. Now that I have shared all this with you, I hope that we can make this a space where we share with each other so that we can collectively grow emotionally, physically, spiritually. So please share with me here is personal growth, personal development, spiritual growth, something that is important to you. Are you actively doing stuff? Are you actively doing things for personal development, spiritual growth? If you are, can you share yours with me? I would like to hear what you have going on, and especially what are the things that have helped you grow further, faster towards not only your goals and dreams in life, but also like literally like personal development and personal growth and spiritual growth. Then before you go, make sure that you are subscribed and that you click the notification bell so that you know when I upload a new video. See you in the next one. Bye.